So we are beginning of December, but well into December. So I think it's safe to say that I can do my dating wrapped for 2025. So actually, I purposely wasn't dating or even looking to date for several years, working on myself, all that good stuff, and this actually was about exactly 1 year ago when I decided, hey, I think I've done a lot of self-improvement, physically, mentally, financially, personality. I think I'm going to open myself back up to the possibility. Now, my outlook heading back into the foray was no more dating apps, which I haven't done any dating apps. It was only going to be with people I met for real. And your number, like people you meet are going to be a lot lower numbers that way, but the chance of having a real connection are a lot higher. So that's my rationale for staying off of the interwebs when it comes to dating. And plus, it wasn't something I was gonna really focus on. It was more of, if something pops up and I have a warm lead, as they say in sales, I'll shoot my shot. So here we go. About a year ago, I met a woman who a mutual friend brought us together, which perfect, mutual friend. Hey, I know this lady that would be great for you, and you're a great guy. Let's meet up. And so we did, had dinner together, went out to an old-fashioned dance together. I got her number. She was very interesting, very smart, and definitely long-term relationship, quality woman. And so I got her number, like I said, went out on a date or two, just real simple coffee, hike. Saw her after church a few times, talked to her, met her family, and then she basically said, I had asked her out on another date, I think, and she basically said, yeah, just to let you know, I don't want to be anything more than friends. And so I said fine, and I texted her a time or two, and then just kind of haven't talked to her since. And it's fine. So, she wasn't into me. It's all good. Next one was a girl that I had gone on a date with several years ago. And she hit me up again, because we were Facebook friends, and asked me if I knew any good hiking spots. And so I took her out hiking. Just a little short one in town, and asked for her number, got her number, asked her out again. We went on another little hike, got a kiss, and we started hanging out. And there was even one time when we got drunk and high one night, messed around a little bit. But yeah, I don't think after that it kind of, she was a little bit standoffish after that. And it was weird because she was fine with me hanging out, coming over, visiting, but anytime I actually set up a real date, well, there were a couple times she would just flake. Just either not show up or some excuse or another, and just it wouldn't happen. And when we were hanging out, she was very, kept me at arm's length, not a whole lot of attraction evidence. But at the end of the night, she would come up and kiss me, and and stuff. So it was a lot of mixed signals, but at the end of the day, I think she liked me, but was not attracted to me, if that makes sense. And that's the feeling I got. And eventually, I kind of started backing off because I got sick of being what I felt was led along. And she said, hey, I'm not ready for a relationship. And I was like, yeah, I kind of figured. That kind of ended there. And it's fine. Once again, I was a little bit, that's one where I kind of can go back and think I should have done this, I should have done that. Waste of time. Like, thinking coulda, shoulda, woulda is an absolute waste of time. Long story short, once again, the attraction just wasn't there, and that's all there is to it. Next one, this old-fashioned dance that I like to go to, met a lady there, and danced with her. The next time that I went, when I walked in, she was actually reading my favorite book, and I said, hey, went up, started talking to her. We talked a lot about books, and both really into books, and it was awesome. We had some great conversations, and got her number, asked her out a couple days later, and she said, I'll go out with you, but just as friends, and I see us just as friends. And it's fine. We actually did go out on that date and kind of another friend's date, and once again, I challenged that, and she confirmed, yes, just friends, that's it. And so I kind of let that one fizzle out as well. Although, no hard feelings, just she wasn't into me like that, and it's fine. The last but not least, I saw a girl that I had known from many years ago, and saw her on Facebook, and saw that she was doing some things in business that were pretty interesting. And so I friended her on Facebook, and sent her a message, and went and visited her at her place of business, and talked to her, and got her number. And the first time I asked her out, she had an excuse, but a good one. The second time, she told me straight up, hey, I don't want to, I don't want to go on a date because, I don't see you like that. And thanked her for her honesty, and we're still cool. We don't talk really, but we're still cool. And same thing, no hard feelings. I'm glad for her honesty, and I was very glad because of that she didn't string me along. So yeah, pros and cons of my dating adventures for 2025, if you can call them that. Pros is that I actually asked 4 women for their numbers and received them, and that's a year record for me. That definitely means that I'm coming out of my shell, so that's a good sign. The cons were that all 4 of them didn't want to date me. which, you know, that's fine. Not everybody's going to be attracted to you. It is what it is. And another pro is that all 4 of them were women that I found attractive, you know, that I felt that all of them, you know, if things had progressed further, could have been potential long-term, you know, like girlfriend material. And so, and that's the thing, also the other thing is 2025, I told myself no more practice dating. I'm only going to ask girls out that I'm attracted to, that I like, that I see a future with, and I stuck to that. And, you know, good for me for sticking to that. So, yeah, some pros and cons of my dating 2025. I'm gonna keep moving forward with the same mindset that I'm mostly focusing inward. So self-improvement, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, personality, all that stuff. I'm going to, if I meet a woman that I find attractive and interesting, I am going to ask for her number and see how it goes from there. I'm going to stay off the dating apps. If nothing happens, so be it. If I meet the love of my life, also so be it. I'm going to take it as it comes, as they say. And keep my eyes open, keep my heart open, and at the end of the day, my dog loves me. And I love him. So, and I've got really good friends. So I'm not lonely. I'm not bored. Ooh, definitely not bored. If anything, I'm way too busy. So, yeah, it was a good year. And I'm glad that I am, once again, getting back out there, putting myself out there, asking women out. So, I'm proud of myself for my 2025. It was definitely a step in the right direction. 2 steps in the right direction.